What if I told you Trump spent Christmas Day attacking his own party? While families gathered around dinner tables, Trump was on Truth Social, calling a Republican congressman a lowlife. But here's the twist. That congressman just turned Trump's attack into political gold. This isn't just another Trump social media outburst. This reveals something darker about how power operates in Trump's orbit and why even loyal Republicans aren't safe from presidential wrath. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Today's story shows what happens when political loyalty meets personal vendetta, and how one congressman's Christmas became a masterclass in political jujitsu. Christmas Day 2025 started like any other for Congressman Thomas Massie. He was celebrating the holiday with family in Kentucky, sharing the kind of blessed moments that define the season. Then the phone started buzzing. Not with holiday wishes or family updates, with alerts that the President of the United States was attacking him by name on social media. Imagine celebrating a blessed Christmas with your family, Massie later wrote on X. Suddenly phones alert everyone to the most powerful man in the world attacking you. The attack came buried in Trump's Christmas Day social media spree, over 150 posts ranging from election conspiracy theories to attacks on radical left scum. But Massie was the only Republican lawmaker called out by name. Trump's exact words, plus one low-life Republican, Massie. The casualness of the attack makes it even more devastating. This wasn't a carefully crafted political statement or strategic criticism. It was a throwaway line in a Christmas morning rage fest, treating a sitting congressman's reputation as collateral damage in a broader tantrum. Massie found himself branded a lowlife, not as the main target of presidential fury, but as an afterthought, a footnote to Trump's holiday grievances. But here's what makes this story fascinating. Massie didn't cower. He didn't apologize. He didn't even try to explain what triggered Trump's rage. Instead, he did something brilliant. He turned Trump's Christmas attack into a fundraising opportunity. "Please support me," Massie wrote, including a link to his congressional campaign donations. In less than 24 hours, he'd transformed presidential hostility into campaign cash. It's political alchemy at its finest, turning Trump's wrath into electoral strength. The speed of Massie's response reveals sophisticated political instincts that Trump's emotional outbursts simply can't match. While Trump was still posting angry screeds, Massie was already monetizing the conflict. He understood something crucial. Trump's Christmas Day attack crossed a line that even Republican voters might find excessive. The timing was so tone-deaf, the insult so casual, that it created sympathy rather than destroying support. Massie bet that Republican donors would see Trump's behavior as bullying rather than leadership. Early indicators suggest he was absolutely right. The timing reveals everything about Trump's mindset. This wasn't a calculated political move or strategic criticism of policy differences. This was a Christmas Day emotional outburst that targeted one of his own party members. Think about that for a moment. While most Americans were opening presents, sharing meals, and celebrating with family, Trump was nursing grievances and lashing out at allies. The contrast couldn't be starker. Massie described his Christmas as blessed, while Trump spent his morning attacking fellow Republicans on social media. But the timing also reveals something deeper about Trump's psychological state. Christmas 2025 was already proving difficult. Approval ratings near historic lows, government shutdown damage, awkward Mar-a-Lago family dinner. The social media spree reads like digital displacement activity, a man unable to enjoy the holiday because his mind was consumed with grievances. Massie became a target not for anything he did Christmas Day, but because Trump needed someone to blame for his own dissatisfaction. But what triggered Trump's fury? Massie's post provides a crucial clue. He was attacked for fulfilling his campaign promise to help victims. This suggests Massie was working on legislation or policy that Trump opposed, despite it aligning with campaign commitments. But Trump's phrasing, plus one low-life Republican, indicates this was part of a larger attack, not the main focus. The plus one suggests Massie was an afterthought in a broader tirade. He wasn't even the primary target of Trump's rage, just collateral damage in a Christmas morning meltdown. That somehow makes it worse. Massie's reputation was casually destroyed as a footnote to Trump's larger grievances. The policy disagreement that triggered the attack likely involves Massie's libertarian positions on government spending or civil liberties, areas where he's often clashed with Trump administration priorities. Massie has a history of principled opposition to policies he views as unconstitutional, regardless of which party proposes them. Trump's attack suggests that even principled conservatism isn't safe from presidential wrath. The broader context makes Trump's attack even more disturbing. Christmas Day 2025 marked one of Trump's most unhinged social media performances to date. He posted conspiracy theories about the 2020 election, attacked Somali immigrants, shared Stephen Miller's inflammatory content, and sent ominous messages about Jeffrey Epstein's associates. Massie was just one target in a shotgun blast of Christmas morning rage that hit everyone from Democrats to foreign policy experts to his own party members. It was governing by grievance, presidential power wielded through personal vendetta. The sheer volume of Trump's Christmas Day posts suggests a man completely consumed by political anger. This wasn't strategic communication. It was digital word vomit from someone unable to enjoy a major holiday. But here's what separates Massie from other Trump targets. He understands the game. Instead of defending himself or explaining his positions, he immediately pivoted to fundraising. The message was clear. If Trump wants to attack me, supporters can fund my resistance. Every presidential insult becomes a campaign contribution. It's a masterful political strategy that turns Trump's greatest weapon, his ability to destroy Republicans through social media attacks, against him. Massie essentially weaponized Trump's wrath for his own political benefit. The fundraising appeal was perfectly crafted to maximize sympathy while minimizing conflict. Massie didn't attack Trump directly or escalate the confrontation. He simply pointed out that being attacked by the president on Christmas Day while celebrating with family was unreasonable behavior, deserving pushback. The message to donors was clear: support me because I'm standing up to presidential bullying, not because I'm disloyal to conservative principles. The response reveals something crucial about Trump's hold over the Republican Party. Traditional wisdom says a presidential attack on a party member is career-ending. Massie bet differently. He calculated that Trump's Christmas Day attack would generate sympathy rather than destroy support. He wagered that Republican voters would see the timing and pettiness as excessive, even by Trump standards. Early indicators suggest he was right. The fundraising appeal seems to be working, and Massie's response earned praise from unexpected quarters, suggesting Trump's Christmas timing crossed a line even for his supporters. This suggests a potential shift in Republican dynamics. If Trump's attacks can be successfully monetized, it fundamentally changes the power balance. Instead of cowering in fear of presidential tweets, Republicans might start hoping for them as fundraising opportunities. This incident also exposes the precarious position of every Republican in Congress. If Massie can be branded a lowlife over policy disagreements, no one is safe. Trump's Christmas attack sends a message. Absolute loyalty is required, and even Christmas Day won't protect you from presidential rage. It's governance through intimidation disguised as social media engagement. But there's a deeper constitutional issue at play. When presidents use their platforms to attack individual lawmakers by name, they're not just expressing opinions, they're wielding executive power for personal vendettas. Trump has 90 million Truth Social followers. When he calls Massie a lowlife, he's not just expressing displeasure. He's directing a massive audience toward a specific target. That audience includes unstable individuals who might interpret presidential hostility as a call to action. We've seen this pattern before. The constitutional framers never anticipated a president using mass communication platforms to target individual legislators. Trump's Christmas Day attack represents a violation of those norms. The timing also reflects Trump's broader psychological state during the holidays. Christmas 2025 was already shaping up as difficult for Trump. Approval ratings near historic lows, government shutdown hangover, family tensions visible at Mar-a-Lago. His Christmas Day social media spree reads like the digital equivalent of a lonely person screaming at the television. More than 150 posts attacking everyone from political opponents to his own party members. Massie just happened to be in the line of fire when Trump's holiday frustrations boiled over. The psychological profile that emerges is concerning for anyone worried about stable governance. Trump's inability to separate personal emotions from public responsibilities suggests someone fundamentally unfit for presidential leadership. What makes Massie's response even more remarkable is its speed and sophistication. Within hours of Trump's attack, he'd crafted a response that simultaneously acknowledged the assault, claimed victim status, and converted the situation into fundraising opportunity. Most politicians would have spent days crafting careful statements. Massie skipped straight to monetizing the conflict, suggesting strategic thinking that Trump's emotional outbursts can't match. The response also reveals Massie's deep understanding of his own political brand. He's built a reputation as a principled conservative who stands on principle regardless of pressure. Trump's attack actually reinforced that brand rather than undermining it. Massie could honestly claim he was being attacked for standing on principle, which is exactly what his supporters expect. The broader implications extend beyond one congressman's clever response. If Massie's strategy works, if he successfully raises money and maintains support despite presidential hostility, it provides a roadmap for other Republicans facing similar attacks. Instead of cowering or apologizing, they can embrace the conflict and use it for political advantage. Trump's wrath becomes a badge of honor rather than a career death sentence. That fundamentally changes the power dynamic between Trump and congressional Republicans. But there's also a darker possibility. If Trump sees Massie turning presidential attacks into fundraising success, he might escalate. Trump doesn't handle defiance well, especially when it's financially rewarding for his targets. The Christmas Day attack might be just the beginning of a longer war. The escalation risk is real because Trump's psychological makeup makes it difficult for him to let perceived slights go unaddressed. Future attacks could target Massie's family, business interests, or political relationships. Looking ahead, Massie's response creates interesting precedents. He's proven that Republican lawmakers can survive presidential attacks if they handle them correctly. But survival isn't the same as thriving. While Massie might raise money and maintain support, Trump's attack still inflicts damage to his party standing. If multiple Republicans adopt Massie's strategy, it could reshape party dynamics. Trump's social media threats would lose their power to intimidate. The Christmas Day attack also reveals Trump's complete inability to distinguish between personal holidays and political warfare. Trump's decision to spend Christmas attacking fellow Republicans shows a fundamental misunderstanding of presidential leadership. In the end, Massie's Christmas became an unexpected lesson in political survival. While Trump was nursing grievances and attacking allies, Massie was turning presidential hostility into campaign cash. Christmas Day 2025 might mark the moment when Trump's attacks stopped being career-ending and started being fundraising opportunities. The long-term implications extend far beyond this single incident. If Massie's approach becomes a model for Republican resistance, it could fundamentally alter the balance of power between Trump and congressional Republicans. Instead of ruling through fear, Trump might find himself funding opposition campaigns every time he lashes out at party members. What do you think? Is Massie's strategy brilliant political jujitsu, or does it risk escalating conflict with Trump? Should Republican lawmakers stand up to presidential attacks, or is party unity more important than individual dignity? Drop your thoughts in the comments, but keep it civil and substantive. If this analysis helped you understand the shifting dynamics of Republican politics, smash that like button and subscribe for more insights into the stories that really matter. Until next time, stay curious and stay informed.